So I know you guys have been wondering where I've been. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the entire video. So y'all, I kind of want to just get into some things and kind of talk about where I've been, where I'm at currently, where I'm at mentally in my journey in general. So about 2 years ago, I decided to take a break with doing social media content. The skits I was doing, collaborating with other creatives, I just solely wanted to shift the narrative of how people viewed me, and I felt like it was just time for me to elevate. And not to say I didn't feel like I was elevating, creating content, creating like sketches and YouTube videos and stuff like that. I just feel like after so long, when you're constantly creating content, constantly thinking of ideas, I think I've been doing it for about 7 years, you get burnt out. You know, you get exhausted, you get tired. I wanted to tap into something different. Honestly, for me, I didn't move to LA to pursue comedy or even do sketches. I moved out to LA to be a television and film actress. The comedy sketches was something that just came along and happened. A good friend of mine, when I had first moved out here, basically told me, you need to start growing your brand, and the fastest way to do that is to get on the internet and create content. So he was like, you know, you need to reach out to these creatives and you need to start collaborating with people. And honestly, I didn't really know much about content. I was in acting class at the time. This dude in my acting class was like, yo, I'm about to start creating sketches. Whoever want to come, meet me at this park. So I'm like, shoot, I want to come. So I started going to the park, meeting up with this guy, and we're doing sketches. And at the time, me and my cousin are staying together. So I'm like, come do this. Like, I'm trying to just get anybody in it because I didn't really know much about it. It felt comfortable for me to have people that I'm familiar with be involved in it with me. And then that's when I had reached out to Cornell. We started collabing, and I think from there it just kind of took off. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Like, we're literally grinding, doing comedy sketches every single day. So just imagine every single day you're doing a comedy sketch. Every single day you're recording. You have to come up with ideas. You have to, at that time, I didn't really know much about editing and stuff. My first year into it, I had to learn these things, and the people around me helped me. You know, I started wanting to create content as well, and I just kind of got burnt out and exhausted. I didn't really feel like I could translate over. I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm doing comedy sketches. Could this translate over into television and film acting? Now, I know a couple of my friends have, but I wasn't necessarily sure on how that was going to work for me, because I felt like the type of content I was creating was categorizing me in a certain box. So I wanted to take a pause on that because I didn't feel like people would take anything I did serious because I'm creating comedy content. And I feel like it's kind of a stigma when you are a comedic actress, or you are a comedian, or you do comedy type of content. It's just kind of hard for people to see you in different types of lights. When you're a multifaceted person, I feel like people aren't used to that. They're used to just seeing you one way. Like, no, you have to be this way. Like, you have to be confined by what I think of you or what I define you as. And I'm not that person. I have so many different layers to me. So I'm just like, you know what? I have to stop doing this completely. I just felt it was time to grow in different areas and elevate in other things. So I had decided that I wanted to start doing music. Music is something that I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when I was a kid, I did music. I did music like when I was like 9, 10. I had a couple songs. I was going in my family's basement. They had a studio in their basement, and I'm recording songs as a kid, you know, and my rap name as a kid was Spree. When I moved out here, I always wanted to get back into music. Going back to when me and my cousin were living together, I was telling her, like, girl, we need to form a rap group. We need to shoot some videos. We need to do this. We need to do that. That didn't end up happening. But I still had that feeling like I want to do music. I want to do music. What really sparked it is God separated me from people. And it made me realize, because I always felt like I needed to have somebody with me. I need this person to create this with me because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it by myself. Or I need my cousin to do music with me because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it by myself. Like, I think it'll just be better if we did it together. And I think that God had separated me from everybody, and it put me in a space where it was like, you don't need anybody but you. I've given you the vision. I've given you the gift. You don't need to look to anybody else but me, period. Once I had realized that, I felt like around that time, my page was just full of content, comedy content, this, that, and the third. So I'm looking at that. Are people going to take me serious? I think it was a big thing for me. Are people taking me serious because I do comedy content? And I just felt like they weren't. For me, again, I'm just like, let me focus on music and acting. And then I felt like, if you're gonna do something, you gotta do it. You can't half-ass it. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then come out with some BS, because people gonna be looking at you like, girl. So for me, I'm like, okay, if I'm really gonna do this, I have to do it. I'm about to do my cover art. I'm about to drop an EP. I'm about to shoot visuals. I'm literally doing it. I'm investing so much money into myself while I'm doing it. I don't think people understand, as a creative, how much time and energy this stuff takes, especially when you're doing it all alone. I'm getting the wardrobe. I'm styling myself. I'm doing my hair. I'm doing my makeup. I'm paying for the video shoots. I'm scouting the locations. I'm calling people to see if they could come and be in my video. You know, I'm coming up with the creative concepts. I'm doing the editing. And I realize it's hard to truly be an artist when you're doing everything behind the scenes as well. I think I gave 100% with everything I've done. But imagine if I didn't have all those other loads to carry. Imagine if I had a team doing all that. And imagine how much energy I can really put into performing. And then when I started posting my stuff, my page was shadow banned. My page had been shadow banned for like a year. So I'm posting and I'm trying to get my stuff out there, but it's hard because my account is messed up. It was just very discouraging to me. Even though, you know, I do it for me. I don't do it for anybody else. But when you create something that's near and dear to you, or something that you love to do, you want other people to see it. So then, you know, I'm doing music, and as I'm doing music, I'm just realizing how devilish the industry is, how demonic it is. And I'm thinking to myself, like, is this something I want to be a part of? So I started to have conflicting feelings. Maybe I should just stop, but I don't want to stop. I do like doing it. Like, I'm not going to say I like it. I love it. Like, I love doing it. Like, I have a lot of fun shooting music videos, creating songs. I started thinking about not even music, but even like with actors, and it's just like everything is a facade. It's not even really what it is, you know? Like, these people are really effed up in the head. So I'm just thinking in my head, like, I don't want to be around these type of people. All this stuff that's coming out, you know, about these entertainers and the showbiz and this and that, it just really disgusted me. It made me not want to be involved in the industry anymore. I honestly was feeling like, you know what? Maybe I just need to start a family. Maybe I just need to have some kids, you know, get a husband and have some kids and focus on that. So I ended up going home this past summer, because anytime I need a reset or I need a break from LA, I just go home for like a month. And then I just come back out here and then I feel better. So I was like, you know what? I had went home last summer. I think I was home for like a month and a half. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go home again this summer. So I decided to take a break, go home, regroup. It was such a pivotal time frame for me, because I learned so much. I honestly realized how grateful I am just to be able to live in LA and create the lifestyle I have, the people who support me and love me. It really was a reality check. And I'm not saying it in a bad way, because when I went home, I had a ball. I had an amazing time. But there were just certain things that I realized. I'm always trying to be in control of something as far as with me. I feel like you control your narrative. You can change your path. So when I feel like something ain't going right, I'm like, okay, how can I control this? How can I shift it? How can I do this? How can I do that? So when I was feeling how I was feeling about the creating and the industry being devilish and me just wanting to start a family and kind of just shift into another narrative, and then I had went home, and a lot of my friends are married or they have kids or whatever the case may be. No shade or anything, but I was just realizing, like, Courtney, this isn't what God has in store for you. You trying to change and shift into a person that's not even you. I'm not that person. I'm not saying I can't be in the future, but the stage of my life that I'm in right now, I'm not in that space. I had to realize, you trying to do this, but this is low-key just gonna hinder your growth. Your purpose is way bigger than this. And not to say, like, again, not to shade anybody or downplay anything about that, because I think it's beautiful to have a family and to have kids and be married. But I just feel like that's not my purpose at this point in my life. Like, at this stage that I'm in, that's not my purpose. And if that was supposed to be the life for you, then that would have been his plan for you. But that wasn't his plan for you. His plan is something else. I was watching this show on Netflix, and it's called, I'm gonna actually sit right here on this tree. Y'all, I'm such sidetrack. I'm such a nature girly. Like, I love being in the nature. I love being outside. I love, like, coming to the park. I'm watching a show on Netflix. It's called Outlast. And basically it's about 16 strangers being put in the middle of Alaska with nothing but, I think they had like one backpack full of like little things to survive off of. The nature of the show is about surviving. So whoever survives the longest wins $1 million. But in order to win, you have to be a part of a team. One team were the villains, and they were attacking this other team, poking holes in their raft so they wouldn't be able to go out in the water and fish and get food to survive, stealing their sleeping bags. Like, they were just doing some crazy stuff. They terrorized this team so bad, everybody left but this guy. He didn't want to give up, and he was talking to these two members, and he was like, of another team, and they were like, we're just gonna give up. They're not good people. We didn't join this show thinking that it would be like that. We thought that we would be able to play this game fair and square, but people are cheating and they're doing things, and we just don't like the direction this game is going in. And the guy, he made a valid point. He said, well, would you rather give up and let the villains win, or would you rather fight the good fight and come out on the opposite end and show the villains up? When he said that, it clicked. I never thought about it in that type of perspective. And it hit me because it made me think about me and how I was feeling. Would you rather give up and let the villains win, or would you rather fight the good fight? So that was something that clicked for me. It made me feel like, Courtney, you got to keep fighting this good fight. You have to remember your purpose. You have to remember the goal. You have to understand that this is bigger than anything. It's bigger than whatever it is you may be experiencing. You're always going to be discouraged. You're always going to go through obstacles. It's always going to be something in your life. It's all about how you deal with it. And I realized, Courtney, you don't have any other option. This is your only option. I had to realize, like, my career is literally all I have. Sidetracking to another thing, I feel like I can instantly be in a situation, and I can adapt in any situation, but I could be in a situation and know right then and there, this isn't for me. This isn't for me, Courtney. No, what are you doing? You don't need to be around these people. These people ain't elevating you. They not even elevating themselves. These people not helping you grow. They not even trying to grow themselves. I also realized, like, we sidetracking, but I also realized, like, my mindset and my lifestyle is different from a lot of people. I don't know if it's because I've been out here in LA. Maybe it is, but you know, I like to work out. I like to eat healthy. And a lot of people don't do that. And again, not to shame anybody, because it's like, eat what you want to eat. Like, it's your body. I don't really care. But me being around people who are making unhealthy decisions, I realize be having me make unhealthy decisions. When I was home, for instance, you know, I'm in the hood, so all you see is like hood spots. It's fried chicken, it's fried fish, it's pasta, it's lamb chops, it's this, it's that. And who don't love that stuff? I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It tastes amazing. But you eating that every day, now you not working out. Now you gaining more weight. Now the roles that you just spent 2 years in the gym burning off, they coming back. Now it is not, you see what I'm saying? Things can happen so fast and can get you unaligned so fast, and you won't even know. You won't even realize it. I'm literally, and again, I think it's okay to have your time where you have fun and you can eat bad or whatever. Like, it's nothing about that. I was just thinking in my head, what if this was my lifestyle? What if I subjected myself to this? I would completely be thrown off of what I have grown into. I've grown into somebody who takes care of their body, who watch what they put in their mouth. No diddy. Who tries to make healthier lifestyle choices. And when I was home, it's not a lot of, you know, like healthy foods and restaurants out there, which I think is honestly an opportunity for business and growth. Like, oh, you could start some stuff back here and do this and do that, or whatever the case may be. But it just made me feel like this is why it's hard for us to elevate in these types of conditions and situations, because they don't have those options. I mean, yeah, if they drive out maybe 30 minutes to a suburb, they could find it. But who about to do that every day? When you got a McDonald's on the corner that's 2 minutes away to walk to, or when you got the fried chicken, fried fish spot that's right there, who about to be driving 30 minutes out to try to get a healthy meal? Who's doing that? And then you could say, well, yeah, you could just cook. Yeah, you can. But again, a lot of people aren't used to that. They don't even know like how to prepare healthy meals. They were brought up on certain types of meals. So I don't even know how I got on this. This is like, I'm getting off topic. When I first got out here to LA, I was in my bubble and I was having the time of my life. And I think as time went on, you know, because it'll be 9 years that I've been out here in November. I think as time went on, I kind of just felt like I've been punching at this thing. It's like you chopping a tree down and you right there. You like right there, but the tree won't fall and you just keep hitting it and hitting it. And I just like, dang, I keep hitting this tree. And maybe I'm going to try to hit it from this way and do, or maybe I should hit it from that way and do that. Or maybe I'm trying to hit it each way so it could fall, but it's not falling. Again, it was discouraging, and a lot of people get discouraged and they give up and they move and they this and they that, and or they get into drugs or they lose their mind. It be so much stuff that be happening to people out here. But that little reset of me going home over the summer and me coming back is so crazy. I feel like I'm in LA for the first, like I just moved out here. I feel like I got all the energy in the world to do everything, even 10 times harder. To shoot 1,000 more skits, to make 10 more music videos, to audition 100,000 more times. I just feel like it's nothing I can't do. And I'm not gonna try to control a narrative or control how anybody may view me or how anybody may place me in a box or anything like that. You know, I'm just gonna continue to create. I'm probably gonna be dropping, I'm thinking maybe every Sunday. I don't know. Let me know. Comment below and let me know what days I should drop my vlogs, because I'm about to start vlogging a lot. And just let me know, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This was a very vulnerable video. This is a very emotional video, but see y'all later.